Data is the new gold, and it takes a lot to mine it if you don't prepare early to get access to that data to analyze it. So now we are seeing a lot of software, new technology coming up that makes processes and decision making in a corporate more transparent. So there are some software, especially that relates procurement processes and treasury processes. Again, as procurement is the one spending the money, and treasury is the one taking care of it. So this new generation of software is enabling a lot of capabilities. And once you have the data in one place, when you have access to it, so the treasurer could again identify risks from early on. So if the treasurer has access to purchase orders, to client orders, knowing when the exposure is going to come, then he can better use artificial intelligence to predict when and how and where the money is going to be needed. So today, with the technology that has been implemented maybe 10 years ago, the Treasury is trying to solve what is today. But the new concept of cash visibility is how much cash I have where in this moment, but also how much I will need in the following days, how much I am receiving, in the following months, how much I am paying. So now artificial intelligence is enabling to calculate optimums. So optimums in cash positions, in hedging, in investing, in all of the basics that the treasurer is responsible for. What is very interesting nowadays is real-time information is becoming a reality. So sophisticated clients are slowly adopting it. So there is an aspect that sounds scary, because then the concept of value of money will also change. You will be caring suddenly about intraday liquidity, which maybe with the old technology, the 10 years ago technology, it was not possible. So if you ask a treasurer today about real-time payments, most of them will tell you that this is something more related to the consumer industries. So where there is B2C business. What will happen now is that as people realize what is the value of intraday liquidity, then they will start asking for it. And if you want a payment to be received at 10 in the morning, or you need to make a payment to send it at 11, the only way to solve for it is real-time payment. The problem is that it involves a lot of sophistication within your own technology to be able to manage those exposures. So it is not a matter of waiting until I can catch up. The treasurers need to start enabling these technologies, because real-time payments and real-time visibility, that goes hand in hand. And again, it will affect the other departments. It will affect how my sales contracts look like and how the procurement contracts will look like. There are many products today that corporates are using. So, for example, Swift GPI. That is something that the treasurer gives access to their commercial team, so perhaps to unload some goods at the client. So they need to release the goods only when they have seen that the payment is there. So there is a lot of information that can go through the ISO 222. So this is a reality today. We are also working as a bank on getting connected to the client and creating interfaces with their ERP systems to solve for workflows, complete workflows. For example, in the FX area, we can able to access some of the trade receivables, and then we hedge them automatically as they come in, or whenever the client instructs us to do. So this is how banks are going to work in the future with corporates. So there are many corporates that are still taking the phone, or maybe are using some other platforms to connect to the bank. But now that the automation is there, this human interaction will be less needed, as we can access the client's data and work on the instructions they give us. Again, for this, the corporate silo needs to be broken. So that needs to happen. And we are working together in Treasury Advisory at Deutsche Bank to educate our clients on how to optimize some of their processes so that the bank can take over some of the tasks, or some instructions can be given on an automated way for longer periods. After the pandemic, again, corporates are catching up on technology. So they are asking us how they should use a treasury management system. So is it a strategic tool for a treasurer, or is it only for operational activities? Should they go for a best of breed strategy where they implement some products that are specialized to their industries? So now there is no single answer, and we are helping our clients to understand what could be the technology that would help them leapfrog to the current needs of a treasurer. So these are the questions that we get more. So treasury management systems, how to deal with the HANA implementation, how to deal with payment factories. Companies are now reassessing where to set up the regional treasury centers. So before many companies were going back to their home countries, especially here in Singapore, because of all the disruptions with supply chain and with the FX markets in some of the countries in Asia. Now they are bringing people back because they have realized that while it's a global world, being in the right time some matters, as you need to be more agile in your decision making. So a very broad scope of topics that we are advising on, but it's basically centralization and technology.